solos. So the top 25 placement will get you 3 placement points. Top 15 is 5. If you make it all the way to top 5, that's 7 points. And that coveted victory royale, of which there will only be 6 today, is worth 10 points. But on top of that, it's not just about placement. Every single elimination is an additional point. Those are going to add up, and we'll see exactly how things play out for 6 games.
Yep.
Those 6 games, we have those scores up. Jack, what's the take-home? I know, just read it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, first place today wins $3 million US. If you get second, third, or fourth, your prize money you're winning is also above the $1 million mark. Hey, I'm going to be too upset with fifth place either at $900 grand. Top 20 all earn $112,500 or more. And guess what? Just as they made it here today, everyone on the stage with $50,000 for their efforts across the last few months of competition. But I can tell you the prize money is sweet. It's great going up against the best in the world, but that right there, the coveted trophy on your screen and the title of Fortnite World Champion, the first ever solo World Champion, is what's on all these players' minds.
You have to remember, too, over the course of the 10 weeks of qualifiers, we had 40 million players throw their name in the pot to try and make their way to the top 100 here in New York City. And of those 100, only one gets first place. Only one takes on the trophy. And I'm going to say this is mine just from watching him play the last few days. Duos didn't go exactly how he wanted things to go, but I'm looking forward to seeing Benji Fishy rise above and just put on a good show for everybody. He's an excellent player, one of the best mechanically we've ever seen. His awareness is insane. What about you? Who do you have, Jack?
There's so many talented players. We've been comparing drop spots. We've been comparing how they performed yesterday. We talked about LAN experience and how much the nerves can get to them. Arkram is someone that showed up yesterday on stage, performed quite well, placing in the top 5. I think that today, with where he's dropped at, who he's going to be going up against, he could put on a good showing, but we want to hear your guys' thoughts as well. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Send us your thoughts. Who you're going to pick to win. We've also talked to many of the people here in the venue about who they've got coming out on top. Let's take a look.
My prediction for the Fortnite Solo World Cup Finals winner is Ghost Bizzle.
My picks to win solos has got to be this guy.
Better.
I feel like Young Calculator or Clicks is gonna win.
I want to see Benji Fish take the damn solos.
Tifu's gonna win.
Tifu's gonna win.
It's gonna be between Clicks and Tifu, so it's gonna be Clicks though.
Probably Bizzle, because he has the most experience.
I think Bizzle has a good chance.
Tifu's gonna win.
Fact Fox.
Je pense que la solo, c'est Benji Fishy qui va gagner.
Bizzle is just the most consistent player.
I'd probably say Bizzle too, because he has a lot of LAN experience and all that.
My prediction for the Solo World Cup Championship.
People continuing to pile on in here to the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Dr. Lupo, our games are almost ready to kick things off, but there's so many ways you can watch this weekend. Obviously, your normal streaming platforms, but a new initiative as well from Fortnite, a new way to watch on Fortnite.com/watch. There's some unique stats, as well as all sorts of feeds you can watch from. It's a viewing experience with real-time stats at different points of view in game. Head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotating options covering a selection of diverse players. You see there on your screen exactly who will be brought on up. If you want, feed 3 features Tifu, a player spotlight. If you're repping the Oceania region and you want to see the Twins play, there you go. You've got your dedicated feed as well. An awesome thing to see for the future of competitive Fortnite.
It's absolutely amazing, but Jack, everybody here wants to see the first game, and I've got good news. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition is about to begin. If you are here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, I need you to get as loud as you possibly can. 100 of the best players in the entire world are about to face off for $15 million. Jack, guess what? 100 players, the battle bus is loaded, 6, 5, 4, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
officially underway, and on your screen, all 100 players. Arguably the biggest day of their entire lives. The average age of competitors, just 16 years old. If you're a younger fan here in the audience, you dream of one day being here. If you're the same age, you look to your peers as people to look up to and aspire to be as good as one day. If you're a parent, I'm sure you can imagine what's going through these kids' minds. Here we go, folks. Tfue on your screen. Block has been his place forever, Dr. Lupo, and he is not shying away here in game number 1.
I had a chance earlier during warm-ups just talk to Tfue about this landing zone. The opinion was basically, I don't care who else lands here, I'm going to take it. I'm going to clear out every other opponent there and roll on through. He's got a chance to go up the hill potentially for ballers.
Wow.
If those remain uncontested. He has a free legendary chest right here in the middle. Look at the inventory already. Blue pump shotgun, gold tactical AR, gold standard AR, a mini bandages. He's got brick for days here. The resources are incredible.
Yep.
A loadout already. He just needs some mobility. Maybe drop one of the ARs depending on ammunition at a certain point. It might be worth it. We'll see if he swaps out. He actually puts down that tac AR and grabs a purple grenade
Control the block unless Lupo decides to say rotate away. Block as well. Clipnode always landing here too. Will go ahead and fall away, and folks, I think as a sign of respect for Tfue as a player, they have forfeited the rest of block to this man as he's already at 190 total HP and a fantastic inventory. Rotating here towards Fatal Fields. Class on your screen. Bucky there as well. Class early with a little bit of a mixed inventory, but this is what we talked about yesterday. If you play Fortnite, you know that in the Fatal Fields 4 maze, there is loot. Well, guess what?
There's floors.
Typically, you and I, I'm sure, men break all the corn down. We farm it on up. These players know the exact route of where the loot is while it's hidden in the corn because they've studied this area of the map so much. It's the little things that make the biggest differences. Class right now looting, and no one has any clue where he is.
Bucky in the long barn, grabbing just 2 chests spawn here, plus any of the floor loot possible along the way. A little side stalls, so quite a bit of wood to farm up. He's got a couple little forests. He's got the 4-9 quarry there, plus the ship up top. He can take that slip all the way to the top. Basically contested early game, unless somebody gets a couple shots from this. Mega ball. Quite a few chests. A lot of verticality inside tends to lead to audio-based fights. Trying to figure out if their opponent is above or below and how much these players play. If they're keen on those audio cues, they'll know all the time.
Safe as well. Too much. 16. Plays in siphon settings on, so if you get an elimination, you earn 50 HP. So if you're at 74 total health, you need 26 HP to go to max and 20 HP. Also, when you get the elimination, even if the opponent has 0 materials, they'll still drop 50 of each material type. So there's a lot of, especially early game reward, Dr. Lupo, in securing some of these eliminations.
Now, Snazy right now with the top down on his opponent. It looked like he's trying to use the stinks and that proximity just to try and find which at this point with such a low ammunition, he's out of stinks now. Has the 3-class shot, burning through resources.
I was going to say, he sees those grenades, he's thinking exactly that. Yep.
Bugga's rotating back and forth. Brick tunnel underneath. Snazy still has the high ground here. Not a ton of materials, 18 builds. Some point to even rotate. Push behind you see here.
Oh wait, back
not even never mind, he already has a gold combat number 4 slot there. Bugga separating from each other a little bit, not necessarily early game pressure at game 1 of 6 for World Cup solos could be pretty advantageous to get that siphon. He's looking for a shot, the heavy snipe. Goes and not quite enough. Just in time to sneaks away from a higher floor. that north side building.
It winds up seeing that little cherry blossom tree get knocked down, and a lot of times in competitive games, just gives away your position. Only great trees that give them. Get a ton of materials, but you'll also still remain as good as possible. Veggie fishing. Very high expectations. With his dude. Immediately from the back, and will go ahead and just give up his position for the moment.
Frustration all the way across southwest corner. Meanwhile, southwest inside the zone. 91 players remain right now. Only 9 have gone down. It's really very high player count. Maybe waiting to see if that edit comes through. Doesn't quite. Still waiting. Holding the edit inside the pyramid. Yep, he doesn't want to step out, eventually get shot. Rotate back down underneath and maybe check his other sides. Meanwhile, King. That Wiki King on the defensive. At this point, he might have behind him. Oh my gosh! Sneaks the shotgun shot in right before the ramp can go down.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh okay. No! And you see a little bit of a spark right there yesterday when we had a little bit of a, maybe I guess you could say trash talk in the game. It was going down to Mongrel Vitro. This time I think King will live to see another fight, but I like some of this little spiciness to kick off game number 1. With that fight, quick ball retake, headed on over to Neo Tilted, Treo, Hornet, and Click. Currently within a couple buildings. We're talking about using under stream the backside. Lech, Maw, and Mongrel still there as well.
Looks like a ball on the backside. Real quick. Full send into the air and does catch the shots there. The burst SMG proving useful even mid-air.
Burst SMG, probably not the exact item that we're this with the core fight. Dr. Lupo, you're used to this in Nebraska, as right now we've got Rogue Shark. Yeah, you've got a ton of skill in this one. As we see Rogue Shark dropping down the advantage for the moment. Already ramp goes through, and Rogue Shark just wasn't ready for it, so he didn't catch what happened. No breakdown. The campfire was placed, he lost control of his wall, but because he had no pyramid inside his box, the opponent placed a ramp and then ended past the ramp for extra cover. It's one of the fastest, the most effective ways to take on your opponent when they're inside there one by one. Inside did just get elimination. To get away from rounds, but solid shot as fan favorite is Vivid in the elimination feed, picking up his first elip.
Starting to move. 56 seconds. My apologies before the next circle closes. It is a big run to the center of the map. Might not be able to see it right there from close. Center from Neo Tilted. Everyone is going to get pushed together in the city. Let's see here. Trying to push from the side. His opponents to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let them go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find a beat on Evil Mare. Goes down out here. Road. quite get caught just yet. Those splashes, by the way, one of the best healing items in the game right now in scrimmages. Competitive Fortnite, an instant throw 20, and it's HP or shield. It'll transfer across both. May not be able to get the soft quite yet. It's going to cancel. He did. Oh, he did it? Yep. Current's applying pressure to side. Not a lot of ammunition right now in the inventory. There's 70 medium rounds for that heavy AR. Not the favorite for a spray weapon. Great at tap fire at a distance, though.
Look at how dead center this zone is in the bottom right of your screen. Mr. Savage did just get an elimination down on him off, and Mr. Savage still alive. Bounce back to yesterday, and Mr. Savage wasn't too happy with the final performance. Kurtz still, we saw the player piece on him from this Brazil, trying to rep the classic elimination there as well on the Twins. And Storm Surge is now active for the players still above. So people will begin taking damage, and that's a solid chunk with that common tactical shotgun. But another player begins to throw their name into the hat. Doc Lupo Kurtz, no more shield left. We'll back up for the moment.
At this point, with the circle where it is, we've got 60 seconds before things start to close, and I would say maybe a third of the field is still outside of the next safe zone. You're going to see the Loot Lake. You have to realize, if you're watching at home, if you're here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, competitive Fortnite is very much about late game strategy and positioning. 74 players right now remaining does not surprise us in the slightest, to be honest, especially with how much money is on the line. Arians goes down. Star picking up that one, but not enough damage dealt. You see the Storm Surge. 2 more players need to get eliminated.
I think he just got up now as players began to drop. So Wakey went down to the Storm. Skype with an elimination onto Astonish. We are 1 player away from the end of Storm Surge, and there it is as we just hit the threshold. So now no more panic has to come through for these players for the moment. The next one will come into play in a couple more zones as Keenstar right now, the double qualified player from France, currently set on up against Envy's Bucky as they are within a couple boxes of each other.
Just see exactly where things move through here. Just want to hold these edits and look out. No reason to apply too much pressure just yet. He's kind of waiting to see other players that may be around him rotating away, and that's exactly the play. Bucky, by the way, player that we've seen competitive qualifiers. I'm talking to Hogman a lot to refine his gameplay and his drop. We've seen a big improvement since then. Big shout out to Hogman for helping Bucky out with that one. All the way here to the World Cup solo finals.
Will he use one of the campfires in the inventory for 25 extra health?
It depends on the play. If it's late game, it's going to try and hold on to those for a heal off. Eventually, when that final zone starts to close, we'll have to see. A quick reminder, by the way, on the right side of the screen, a victory royale. The win is worth 10 placement points. Those are big. Top 5 is 7 points. Top 15 is 5. Top 25 is 3 points, and every single elimination for these players is an additional point. The focus of the current map right now. A lot of players out here on the hill. Northeast side of Neo Tilted, actually a pretty good spot. You have multiple slips nearby while those are still on. Those do turn off. Sky taking shots. I believe that's on DRG just south. No pressure applied there. He's trying to sneak any shot he can through. Actually, it's challenged. Surprises me. Doesn't go for the build there to protect and get a better spot. Wow, that's solid damage. Go for it.
Solid damage. Look what's also on the ground right there. The legendary infantry rifle. Look on top of that when needed. Right now, choosing to go with the spray weapons. Player that's close. We have a replay coming on in soon of Mega from FaZe, who played yesterday in the duo competition with Dubs. Dubs already dropped his cable. See how Mega plays this one. Gets to the opponent's box. 2 clean shots. There it comes through, and near max materials, Slurp Juice, as well as Chunk Splashes, will be sitting pretty with the inventory right there. The next zone did just pop on up, moving to kind of the eastern side of the current zone. And what we're seeing right now from Skype is Skype recognizes he's got extra materials back. Build out a little bit, grab the excess materials, and continue to tunnel with these mats. He's also juggling items all the way up. He still has the ability to continue zones. Here's everyone on the map. Rocket being fired on the far side. Bizzle there, still on your screen. There's an arrow still boxed up in metal just outside the zone, and Stompy, who was one of the more dominant European players in the online qualifier, still in this one. Zate was in the lead with Sap yesterday. 5 of the 6 games, winning and not able to close it out. Is above the damage threshold. This next threshold of player stock is below 50. So we're about a minute away before it activates. Bizzle with elimination, though, down on the stage.
At this point, too, you have a lot of players. Crunch is going to start to happen. Player count starting to dwindle. The loadout here in Zane's inventory, a single shadow bomb going to be used for rotation. Quite yet, those already in the next safe zone. That heavy sniper rifle we just saw moments ago, and he'll probably go for it again. He's going to knock out a wall and immediately start that legendary AR to try and take shots while the wall is gone. The player may not be paying attention. This is a big one right here. Immediate swap, a 69 shield pack, solid box up. It looks like at that moment he saw the box was being pressured from another player and decided to go for it.
Keep in mind,
here we go.
Keep in mind, no healing for Zate, so you can see just how cautiously he's taking these fights.
Oh yeah.
Also today, over the threat, Dr. Lupo, of the double-headed sniper. Sure, we've seen solo players try to use it to their advantage by themselves, but it just is not the same effect. Lolboom, bottom right of the screen. Not a threat for Lolboom as he's 409 above, but Karhu did just go down to that one service. Game number 1 there, and some free shot grenades to pick up the extremely in these rotating zones. And oh man, Lolboom is eating this stink bomb. 50 damage, Dr. Lupo. Terrible spot to be in for Lolboom.
Qualifying for the World Cup here, gonna have to push on through and try and make his way to the next safe zone. Multiple ballers on the outside. He might be able to grab that one in the water right there if he sees it and it pops out. You'll see Vivid on your screen. Evil Mare still there as well. Psalm rotating in. Multiple ballers still on the field.
Look at that build.
Yeah. This is like a Fortnite World Cup apartment complex. You have countless players stacked in next to each other. Bizzle going for the edit reset. Can't quite catch himself just yet.
Muga's still making plays happen. A lot of him high up leaders, and here it is again. Yarkos with the elimination earlier on, down onto Aqua, who obviously was our world champion yesterday in duos. Rough start in game number 1. Bizzle, one of the most consistent and winningest Fortnite pro players of all time. When you say a veteran in Fortnite competitive, Bizzle is at the top of that list, but here's Yarkos now on the high ground with that first elimination down onto Aqua. Looking for more right now as he's got ultimate high.
One of the best spots in the game right now. We'll have to see where the map is going to rotate in north-northwest, so he's going to have to make a move soon. FP's load out. Not a whole ton of rotation. Does have the 2 launch pads. Does have the redeploy, but those are going to leave you exposed up in the air. It'll look like rotation here. The feed starting to light up. 38 players.
Oh yeah.
And that is going to go down. Zate eliminated by left eye. 4 eliminations. You have to remember, placement points don't kick in until top 25, so he only has those 4. But those are 4 very, very big points. Go. The Storm starting to pressure players. You can see a lot of launch pads and redeploys come to play, and those community movement mechanics like launch pads placed on the ground would be tough. A player actually just flew right through King's box.
That could have been bad, Dr. Lupo. That could have been real bad.
Maybe a trap play from either player. We'll have to see here. Benji Fishy in the feed taking another elimination. Top 35 now. Jack coming 30 seconds away from the next circle.
And Mr. Savage trying to contest Rux for height as they both continue to build on up. Mr. Savage goes for the shot. Rux gives it up for the moment. So game 1 right now, the height goes to Mr. Savage, but there's still a ton of time left. On the low ground right now, you've got Pika week, Class week, Fledermoy's week, Tuesday week as well. Mr. Savage has shot down Rux for the moment. He still continues to keep height. Yarkos, though, getting a challenge right now. 27 players left. Placement points about to come into play.
Yarkos takes the ultimate high in the backside there. Riverside from Team Liquid flying across right to left of your screen. Multiple players. Ultimate low ground warriors down there, both in and out of ballers. Class looks like he might be a campfire in the middle of it. Mr. Savage.
King at 7 limbs, and it's made it into placements. King absolutely the #1 performance so far in game 1. 128 low HP. Can he find the window? As the crowd erupts. Top 20 now, though, but King got the job done. There was 27 players left, Dr. Lugo. King eliminates the last 2 to make it a top 25 with the placement points.
Huge plays there. Going down in speed. What a shot. A quick end swap there. Players' names. The wait and bait players out. Movement now. Here it is. The shadow bomb for rotation. He's still got 2 more in his inventory, which this late in the game is to be taken. Or even a long-range rotation. 8 players remaining. Jack Yarkos, 4 eliminations. Everyone in here getting those placement points. Beam from above and goes down. No builds. Going to be tough there. Psalm picking up that Elon. Booga, though, 5. Right now, moving forward.
Not only that, 2 shadow bombs left, still with shockwave grenades, too. The #1 point we've seen in Fortnite this weekend. When do you use the shockwave to go for height? It's Psalm currently on height. Booga sees that. That was him taking a look exactly where the player is. I think it's time Dr. No shadow bomb will be used. Okay, so not quite doing it yet.
Looking for a high ground.
Yeah, I was looking to see.
He's saving those. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays. Sitting the edge of the storm, the box up. He's going for edit shots. Big hit.
My gosh.
The outside. Booga picking up his 6th elimination. Free-throw runs. Booga all the way around. Bella EU, all there, 1 player shockwave to height. It's still Psalm up top. Still got it. St. Flores Creole, 1v1 up top, 1v1 at the bottom, stuck in the box. Big hits, back-to-back shots. Booga picking up another elimination. Booga is insane now. Almost going to be his game to win. We'll see here. Can he find the 9th elimination and the first victory royale, the World Cup solos?
Dr. Lupo, it might be time soon. It might be time soon. Booga smiling. He's got the health advantage on Creo.
Does.
Folks, it might be time for the shockwave play. Booga can soar up into the sky and go for it. Here it is. Shockwave to height. Shots coming in. No elimination yet for the first game victory royale.
Oh my gosh. Confident play from Booga. What a monster. The first victory royale.
The crowd on their feet. Booga, cool and collected, wipes out 5 of the last top 6 players for the victory royale. What a swing of points right there, Dr. Lupo. You get the win. You get max placement points. 9 elims too. Folks, that is a statement game #1 for Booga. And here it is again. The shockwave up. Creo trying to prepare. You see the damage coming on through, but at that point, with that much of a health advantage, Creo says no shot. What a brilliant ending. Talk about a great late game solo. Absolutely living up to the hype of the duo competition yesterday.
Imagine being in the World Cup Finals, and instead of opting for a safe, stay down the bottom, wait, bait your shots, you throw a shockwave down and you ascend to the height, take over, and go.
Much deserved game 1 victory right there. The one thing I noticed from Booga, in the shadow bombs, some people worry so much about popping out of the shadow and immediately boxing themselves. Instead, Booga winds up pushing forward, looking for where his next victim could be, and then pops out of the shadow and eliminates the player. It happened 3 times right there. And it was big reasons why he was able to push on through. Booga, an incredible performance. What is that, 19 points in
19
game #1?
points, game #1.
I don't see how anyone
Look exactly to see where
like I predicted it.
that falls on the leaderboards. No surprise here, a 9-point lead out of game 1. King, 7 eliminations. We saw that earlier. Sadly goes down a little bit before those top couple placements. Psalm, Rux, Yarkos, ton of top-tier players across the board right now. But a 9-point lead after game 1 is absolutely incredible.
And you look at the leaderboard right now, a big talk yesterday, EU versus NA. EU, why so quiet earlier in the day? NA, why so quiet at the end of the day? 8 of the 10 top players after game 1, all from the US. Here's your 11th through 20th place right now. Benji Fishy on there. Evil Mare on there as well. A fantastic start to today, and I'm loving the energy from this crowd for the first ever Fortnite World Cup. They saw how good the competition was yesterday, and I know everyone was so excited to kick it off today with millions watching online. They saw Booga take game number 1. He's down on the floor with Jordan Fisher.
Booga! Huge first game for the NA player. That's what you want to see. You want a health advantage at the end. 9 elims to cap off an incredible first game. What is your thought process going into the final moments of in-game, right? A 1v1 there at the end. You've got health advantage. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm pretty much low ground. I have like 200 mats. And I realized that I could probably make a play with the impulse, just go right and just like big pump on him.
Amazing. Well, we saw that happen in real time. An amazing clutch for an end of a first game for Booga. Jack, Lupo, that is exactly what you want to see, is it not?
I mean, I don't think you can really ask for much more than that. Incredible lives. The man is so talented, has always been one of the top solo players in the North American region. And he showed it right there in game 1, already a 9-point lead. Solid stuff.
An incredible game out of the gate already. Number 1 down. We have 5 left to go. We want to take a look and see exactly how some of those pieces played out, how everything worked, and maybe a little bit of a deep dive into how some of these players play. So we'll go over Sundown.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And while Booga was able to dominate the rest of the lobby, I want to take a look at one of the other most marquee and aggressive players we saw. He had the entire lobby saying, Toda salve arre de Argentina. It is king of 9 Z's with an incredible 70 elimination run in 20th place. Let's take a look at some of this gameplay. So right away, you'll notice, what is he doing? He's patented going forward while we're placed on land 123. That's going to be the theme of these clips. He doesn't miss his shots, and he's not afraid to flex either. Throwing the doggy line out there, throwing him a little love, saying, I don't care who you are. Now he's sitting on the floor, even in the box fight, and he's constantly looking to pick up new targets. Replaces the wall from the side, turns around, and picks up a great elimination there on the Boogie in the rotation. But now watch on the sprees on. 5 elims right now. Cones himself off. Look at this.
Full deli layout. Unfortunately, my Aunt Lorraine down in Florida, I know you're watching. Shout out, we love you, miss you. But no, they're all here for their first ever event too. It is an incredible energy in here. And, you know, guys in the venue, do you guys want to see another Fortnite World Cup next year? Should we do this again?
I'm thinking, yeah, Jim.
All right, budget's approved, Epic, it's happening. But folks, let's get back into the action game. right outside a racetrack. It looks like one player's about to go claim him. Also, Bizzle, who basically lands in Dusty Divot uncontested, I believe already got a llama in this one. So a great move to be up there for them. Here again, the stats for last match. First place, the Victory Royale, 19 points because of those 9 limbs. Sitting pretty, 5 games away from $3 million.
I have to say, I feel like after one game, seeing an average placement stat of first, that's something I would screenshot just to hold on to. Yeah,
best player in the world.
I averaged first through all the games that have been played.
Here is Aqua versus Aqua. Something up. World champion from yesterday in duos. Only with a common SMG is twins and pumps being missed left and right from Aqua. And I'm going to tell you right now, Aqua's going to be upset with himself on that one. That was a sloppy fight from both sides. I'm going to say it right now. Those early game fights can be very, very awkward, but we also have the first elimination what we saw earlier. And it was Bizzle with a common pistol and then says, here's your reward. A llama that was looking at a nice view from the top of Dusty Divot.
Go back out of his mind. By the way, a quick note here, Twins had 46 elims in his qualifying matches. That's so many eliminations against this player. Yeah. Over 10 games.
It's huge. And most players didn't even get the vertical thing, so you got to think the Twins did pop off in his region when it was going on
right
through.
There. Yep. 2 shadow bombs. Already has a flintlock sitting on minis and a pump. Solid early game loadout. Pick up maybe one more movement ability, depending on what he needs to keep the flintlock in his inventory. We'll have to see. Hopefully looking for a slurp at some point. MQ and Mr. Savage not far from each other. Takamura, G also in Happy Hamlet. My least favorite drop, I'm going to be honest with you, but a lot of these players know exactly where the chests are, they know exactly how to get there as fast as they can, and there are so many materials down here. This also is one of the highest chest spawn counts in the entire game. This POI is insane.
I believe 29 possible chests or something along those lines, but as MQ says, you know what, let me roll away for right now. Give that to Mr. Savage. Over to Snobby Shores, it's Hornet. Putting the spray down with that heavy assault rifle. Only 19 AR shots left, Doc Lupo, so we'll have to use them wisely here. 8 players have dropped so far in the zone. We're the southwestern side zone on this one, so already some good variation between the zones in Game 1 and Game 2. Hornet will continue to move slowly but surely over to Nyx. Again, a lot of players still outside the zone as you expect, but then you get to rotate on through that first one.
Force engagement there, the tree disappears, and that drum shotgun spewing shells out, gonna push inside the box. The trap was placed up there, doesn't have one in the inventory. Nyx still trying to apply as much pressure as possible. Not having many sounds. So much damage dealt with this thing so far. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes in. He does watch that corner. Hornet still on the defensive long-range spray from a drum shotgun. Isn't enough, but up close, the thing is very, very deadly. Nyx.
Also with the elevation, let's do so far. I mean, I love this.
You'll love it.
I get like 3 games every time they have the option. It's fantastic.
A very eliminations in the online. Crazy too. He's from Brazil. Saw very aggressive gameplay from those players during their qualifying matches.
All they would do was kind of just stomp through their lobbies. We always talk about how insane it was. Here's the inventory for Tifu.
Good lord.
4 shadow bombs, a launch pad, a legendary infantry rifle, a blue pump shotgun. Tifu set the rest of this game nearly mastered race as well. This is what happens when you give this man block all by himself.
Nobody wants to challenge here, but it's one of the best loot spots in the game. But there's so much loot here at the block, so many materials, so many opportunities. Grab pretty quick, but if they don't, if you're just past the umbrella quarry down there. Meanwhile, Mr. Savage the 1v1 down here. Happy Hand was actually 3 players total. My apologies. You see on the minimap on the bottom right there. They can't see those arrows, but we definitely can. And Crew and Takamura still down inside in the building. do some wall replacement. A little bit of a case fighting does happen here.
There is Tfue, the player just in front. Looks like a fight he's potentially looking to take. Not sure exactly what the health is of the opponent just ahead, but you got to think, okay, so there is a health advantage. Tfue did a bit of damage. It will begin to heal on up, so it does look like Tfue damaged the player, thought about challenging, but for right now, we'll just pause for a moment. They are very, very soon going to have to move towards his zone.
If you're watching online and you get an opportunity here to clip some shots from Tfue, to be very accurate. We've seen it before, and we'll see him again with that infantry rifle. One of the best in the game.
That was kind of greedy from Tfue. He has a ton of materials. I think he didn't expect his opponent to challenge and go for a shot, but because he tries to save a couple walls of wood, has to pop one of those big shields. And Kluja says, you know what? I'm out of here, and the zone's already there, so Tfue has a long trek ahead of him. Might have to decide if he's going to use a launch pad here. Probably not, as he does have the slipstreams down below, but still will take some damage from this.
If there is a rift spawn up at the burger, he can take the zip across, jump off midway through, and go down and grab it. We'll see.
Buga to start off this game in 9th place, so our game 1 winner out early on, which means that 9-point lead will surely be cut down as this one goes on. Quick thing I want to remind everyone of, yesterday we were doing the #1 trend in the world on Twitter. I'm going to challenge all of you right now. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup across everywhere. Send in how you're watching today. Let me know who you think's going to win. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup everywhere for the millions of you all tuning on in. Let us know that largest event, one of the largest events of all time, concludes today with a $30 million prize pot in total throughout the weekend.
It's our holding headed here. Stuck a little stalemate. Kids can still hold that side, get the shot. Can't quite find the player, backs out of that. Fast enough to
Mr.
get
Savage goes down to Mega.
He's eliminated early in this game 2, the World Cup solos. Watch to see if it's going to spot this play. This might be play here. Twins into evading the ultimate high ground here. Pressure apply, going to jump up. He built the ramp preemptively to defend against any shots. Here it is, a shot from the side does make contact. Twins down to the total HP, big hit there for the shot. He's going to try and rotate up on the outside. Pressure quite fine. 14 HP left for Twins. Build fight is all he has. Good shadow. Twins is going to go down. We'll see here. One pump is all it takes, though, with this thing. 150 HP. So,
oh my gosh.
Almost going. No shield remaining back and forth between these two titans. Fortnite. And there it is. Keenstar finding the lead, the shotty there, and Twins.
Move towards Storm Surge kicking on in. I do want to point out where this next zone is. Spoke to production. We'll bring that back in for you all to see just how insane zone number 2 will be for everyone on this map.
Actually, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because they have a long, long run ahead. Look at that.
his mind right now.
King reminds me of like Vinny and Zextro back in the earlier duo competitions when they would just try to fight anyone they saw. King, 7 eliminations.